In the last video, we met my student Molly, who began her first ever mock driving test. We also saw her complete the independent driving section by following road signs. In this video, you get to see Molly complete her test, take her parking manoeuvre, and you get the chance to see how accurately you can judge driving faults, serious faults, and dangerous faults. Now, how does that sound to you, Molly?
Very snazzy.
Welcome to Four Wheel Drive, a channel dedicated to helping you drive safer and smarter. I'm Stephen, and today we're going to be looking at the differences between driving, serious and dangerous faults. If you haven't already seen part 1 of Molly's mock test, where have you been? Stop! Click the link above my head, watch that video, and then come back here. We'll wait. Good, you're back. Now, if you want to get from driving fault to driving fault quickly, use the index in the description section down below. When you look at each driving fault, ask yourself, is it driving, serious or dangerous? And ask yourself, why? So, without any further ado, let's roll out! Follow the road ahead.
Be in the right line.
Remember, the best thing you can do is not say anything like that, because A, if you're wrong, you make yourself look like you don't know.
Well, yeah, actually.
And
But
B,
I suppose I
and
can
B,
still
if you're
go.
right, you're showing them that you've made a mistake. Do you see what I mean?
Well,
You're
I'm
in the
just gonna
correct
go
lane.
forward anyway, and if he overtakes me, then I know to.
They will overtake you, but that's an
Indicate.
overtaking lane. We're supposed to be in the left to go forwards. Unless the floor says otherwise, you're fine. You're worrying for nothing.
I always do.
Okay, at the traffic lights, turn left. See, look at the floor. This lane is only going left. It's unusual.
Something smells nice around here.
There's a lot of food shops around this way.
Yeah, a lot of the clothes though.
Not all. Okay, follow the road ahead, please, as if we're going to Manchester.
Oh no, where is this called Cheetah Mail Thingy Centre? Shopping centre?
Just realised where you are.
Don't know why he thinks he's in 2 lanes because he's got a Lambo.
It's not a sports version though, is it? At the traffic lights, follow the road ahead.
Oh, can I overtake here then?
explain it to you here now, out of character. As soon as the bus lane closes, you should be in the left lane to go forward. That would have meant we could have sped up, gone around them.
And carried on.
Although, you can see looking ahead, there's a blockage on the left. So actually being here is the best thing.
Yeah.
But normally you'd be in the left lane.
But would you get a minor for that?
In this instance, you're lucky. They would assume that you looked ahead, you saw the blockage on the left, and you decided to stay right so that you could go past, because you can use the right lane to go forward as well. It's just better to use the left usually. He will try and get past you. Just be mindful of that.
I know. So greedy.
You just have to make decisions based on what's safe. This will be good for you looking back at the end.
Oh my god, did you see that?
I did.
Right, well, she can wait. Oh my god.
Mm-hmm.
God, it makes you realise it, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm. That's why we're here.
Oh my god, this isn't fair. Oh my lord, you used to know where people are gonna come. Look at this car here. Ah! People make me so angry.
Don't say that on your test, Molly.
They all just need to move. Get me away from there.
You passed the worst of it.
Do they bring you here on your test yet?
This is Cheetham Hill. This is the Cheetham Hill Test Centre.
This isn't even. That shouldn't be allowed.
Okay, just after the traffic lights, we'll be turning right. Not before, just after. Turn right. Go slowly, please, Molly. Okay, just park next to the cab, alongside it. We're going to do a parallel park. Thank you. When you're ready, I'd like you to reverse back into the space behind this black cab. Make sure you're reasonably close to and parallel with the curb.
See you coming down now. Right. No.
You need to reverse back a little bit more, Molly. Get a bit closer to the white car behind us, please, so that there's a car's length between us and the cab. Thank you, Molly, that will do. Okay, secure the car for a moment, please, if you're finished. Secure the car. Okay. Thank you. When you're ready, I'd like you to follow the road ahead, please. At the end of the road, turn left. It's not good, is it? This is what you're going to have to get used to once you pass. Follow the natural bend of the road, please. Okay, a short distance down the road, you'll see some green gates approaching on the left-hand side of the road.
Yep.
Okay, we're going to park up alongside those grey gates just before the green ones. So don't worry about parking opposite the junction in this instance, just pull up on the left, please. Come up in line with the lamppost.
Okay.
3, 2, 1, and stop. Handbrake in neutral, please, Molly. Cancel signal and turn off your engine. Give me a moment to finish my paperwork and relax. Test over. How do you feel you did?
That was awful.
Oh dear. Test complete. Now this is the point where you get to the good stuff. Regardless of whether you've passed or not, examiners will give you effective feedback by focusing on the where, the why and the how. Where were the serious and dangerous faults? Why are they considered safety critical? And how could they be avoided? Overall, Molly showed effective observation in a variety of safety critical situations, and she responded calmly and sensibly to various hazards that occurred. She also demonstrated good control when things didn't go the way she expected. Really good stuff, well done. Now for the constructive feedback. In part 1, at 6 minutes and 17 seconds, there was a stop sign that Molly did not fully stop at. The law is very clear that when you get to a stop sign or a solid white stop line, you must come to a complete stop before you set off. Regardless of whether anyone is coming or not, the fact that you break the law is an instant fail and it has to be considered dangerous. Also, in part 1 at 9 minutes and 31 seconds, Molly's awareness and planning was off. She didn't spot the bus lane sign that showed it was only for bus lanes. It was safety critical because Molly didn't quite have enough time to comfortably react safely to the environment and stay out of the bus lane. Now, for the serious faults. Lane discipline was an issue for Molly. On several instances, she was unclear about where she should be in order to continue going forward or to turn. Now, not all of these were driving faults, some of them weren't even an issue, but the overall picture that was created was that Molly was unsafe. An examiner can't ignore that, and my judgment was that had to be a fail. Another serious fault happened in part 2, where Molly turned right and she cut a corner. There was no one coming, but had there been, it would have been a dangerous situation straight away. In part 2, Molly struggled with her awareness and planning in relation to the cyclist. Initially, she kept a good distance, but as she got closer, she had a decision to make. Should she overtake, or should she increase the gap between her and the vehicle by holding back? By the time Molly decided to overtake, there was a traffic island between her and the cyclist, which meant the pathway was very narrow. It was almost too close for comfort. For this reason, it has to be considered a serious fault rather than just a driving fault. So, happy times! Although it's not the result that Molly was hoping for, she does have a clear plan moving forward that's going to help her to improve her driving skills and become safer and smarter. But what practical changes could Molly make to achieve this goal? Have a deep think and then post your suggestions in the comment section down below. To take a deeper dive into the difference between driving serious and dangerous faults, watch the next video for a point-by-point breakdown of every single instance from both videos 1 and 2. If you want to see more great content like this, then hit the subscribe button, ring the bell, give this video a like, and until next time, drive safer, drive smarter.